Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Doyle Field. I'm Tim Kenny, along with Adam Mahaney, Lucas Thomas, and Howell Troll. This has been a tradition that has gone on now, as we've talked about, but now it's 100 years, Lucas, and we talked about it as one of the greatest things that you'll probably see is the run-through history, as they'll introduce the seniors from both teams, and then the players will run through, and then we'll have the Gagan family out here for the coin toss.
Yeah, well, we're seeing it right now. We're watching on the field as the Bangor players actually are forming a tunnel. I think we're going to see, some of the players who have played in this game before, from decades ago even. So it is fun to watch, and there's a great sense of history in this game. So.
Yeah, and I look over the past for some of the Bangor people that I've seen, like Bruno Strout that we saw. There's Leroy Patterson out there. There's Andy France. There's Tommy Van Egerstein. There's Mike Edwards. Ian's dad's out there. Many more people that we could name, but it's great to see this coming. And of course, it's the teams between the two rivers, as we said, and it's been such a long tradition and a helpful one that's aided both communities. The whole week is, like I said, we've had Spirit Week, and they've had a bonfire, and then all kinds of different things, and it's good to bring this tradition back here.
That's exactly what it is. It is the tradition that brings everyone out. I'm being on the field before the game. There's a lot going on right now, so they put a lot of work into this game. There's a lot leading up to this game that we don't get to see, and it's good to be a part of this 100th annual meeting between the two teams, especially with the sense of history that is in it.
And then, Adam, you wonder, what is the coaches, if anything, as they've told these kids, because we haven't had this game for a while. They've played 9 years, and they've taken some time off before they've got back. We're now into Class A for at least 2 years before they reclassify. I wonder if these players really know the justification and the responsibility that they're playing for their communities in this game, and what it really means, like what they'll look back on later in life.
Well, when I talked to head coach Mark Hackett of Bangor, I asked him, what did you have to do all week? And he said the kids have been fired up all week. Bangor Brewer is a big rivalry. The last time they played, 1998, Bangor was the winner in that game. The Gagan Trophy is on the line here. A lot of these kids don't know too much about the Gagan Trophy. And Mark Hackett said it best himself, it's a privilege for him to be coaching in a game like this, the 100th game between the two. And he took great respect in the fact that he was able to be a part of this history. And there is a lot of history involved in this, and I'm sure as the kids get older and they look back in time and they see, hey, we played in the 100th game between Bangor and Brewer, they're going to look back on that, and I think at that point it's really going to set in for them that this was quite the historic event for them. You had a chance earlier to talk to Mr. Graffam, I believe his name was, and I heard him talking before, and he was telling me about how there was a year that they had a game here. People were coming the night before, and they were parking their vehicles up on the hill by the auditorium just because they knew they weren't going to get a seat down here, but they were going to have a spot already reserved for themselves up on the hill. And he was saying he had witnessed at least 45 of these games. There's not too many people that have witnessed that many games.
No, there isn't. And, I mean, he can go right back to the old Mary Snow School days, and he said before this field, because we all know this used to be the old Brickyard here in Brewer, and it's been a long tradition of playing here. And, now there's talk of upgrading both the stadiums at Brewer and Bangor, and that's going to be, it's not only going to be for football, but it's going to help the community. There'll be soccer, field hockey, and everything on it. And before we go any further, we ought to bring Howard Kroll in here, who will be our statistician tonight. And Howard, what have you heard from your end, from more or less down around the City Hall area and stuff? Has it been a kind of an uproar? Have the mayors bet anything between each other? Or
I don't believe the mayors have bet anything, but I know there's a lot of competition between the two cities, and I can remember this as a kid. This is a great event, and I'm glad they brought it back, and I look forward to many in the future.
Good. So with that now, we'll turn our attention to Mr. Bob Beetham, the PA announcer here at Doyle Field, and listen in for the festivities. Please sit back and enjoy the 100th Bangor Brewer game.
First, the seniors for Bangor High School, number 7, Ian Edwards. Number 12, Adam Sproul. Number 15, Dylan Cornell. Number 16, Ryan Weston. Number 31, Kyle Benedestein. Number 32, Shane Walton. Number 34, Chris Ingraham. Number 39, Chris Philbrick. Number 40, Joey Kingston. Number 53, Chris Devereaux. Number 55, Sam Martin.
introducing the seniors, and of course, what a special moment that is to see the past and present players of Bangor and Brewer out here on the field. And I'm sure when some of the old guys stepped on the field, that probably brought back a few memories, maybe a few aches and pains, but more or less the tradition and pride that will be carried on here tonight.
Yeah, and I look over at some of the former members out there, and I did notice on the Brewer side was the Gagan family. It's going to be a very emotional night for them. They're going to be part of the coin toss that we know of in a little bit here, but it's going to be very emotional for that Gagan family.
Very emotional. They were kind of teasing each other as I interviewed Larry and Gagan and stuff. And before that, we'll have the national anthem here performed by Brewe High School.
A moment of silence. To remember participants from the past who are not with us tonight.